the smoothest. Yeah.
Again,
Starting
I
audio.
try. I
Starting audio
try.
now.
I try.
All right,
Okay.
I'm on audio. Lordy, lordy, lord.
All right.
You see, this is the stuff we have to deal with every weekend.
Wait, is it the Pokemon Sword and Shield? It's saying playing Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yes, because in the description it should say that we're also doing a giveaway on Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Oh no, I just see one thing.
Oh, well, I will make sure,
Lord.
as they can hear right now, thank you for the people who already view. We got about 4 viewers already in. Thank you for clicking on this link.
Shout out to the viewers.
Yes.
Yeah.
As I was saying,
we live, baby.
we will be doing a shiny egg giveaway. If you know the code, or if you read it in the description, let me know. If not, I will be posting it shortly.
Giving away the Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Welcome, everyone. We are going to be starting soon. We just want to make sure everyone gets a little bit of these numbers up. Thank you. Happy birthday, Kobe.
Happy birthday to the Mamba.
All right, and we are
World
now
changed when we
live.
lost them.
Let me
Let's get
tap
it.
this to see all of the conversation everyone is having.
There we go. Now I got the notification.
Hey, all right.
We up in this thing. Woo! Did you add the DJ already or no?
Nope, I did not. Let's add him right now.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that was a serious burp right there.
Yes.
Better out than dead, man. You know what I'm saying?
Those are facts. There we go. We in here now, baby.
I can't even hear the music. Let me make sure I don't have him muted.
Turn them up. Y'all already know what time it is. Spice Ramen Podcast. We live. My boy Crazy 8 the Great. Here to turn up with the crew tonight.
What's happening? Yeah.
Can everybody on live hear this?
Yep.
If you can hear the music on live, turn your headphones up, turn your speakers up. Y'all already know what time it is.
I can't hear him on mine.
There
we go.
A little bit more. And again, thank y'all for everyone who is tuning in. This is Spicy Ramen Podcast. Episode, 33? 33, 34?
33.
I think so. 33.
And again, thank you.
For 33 strong.
Yes. Thank you, JP, for sharing the stream. But as you can see, we have a special guest here with us who just dropped the fire that you hear. This is some of his other stuff that you hear in the background, but I'm gonna let him give his own all the tags, all the things that you can add him in before as we get this started.
Your boy.
Yo. Yeah, man, it's your boy Crazy 8 the Great, man. Cleveland, Ohio's comic book superhero, man. Anime rap nerd extraordinaire. And Super Saiyan Nerd God. You can find me on all social media platforms at Crazy 8 the Great. That's crazy, the number 8, THE. Great. It's only one of me. You can't get another. Thank you for having me, fellas.
Yes, thank you for coming, man. We appreciate this fire that you've been dropping. We had to get you on.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to keep the extinguisher. You know what I'm saying? Keep the flames coming.
And in proper Spicy Ramen Podcast fashion, I'm gonna have JP give. Well, no. I'm gonna have Shaq give off the topic of the
JB's
day.
first. No, JB's first.
Nah, actually, for the interviews, I've been second.
Yes.
As of
See,
recently. It
see,
was
JP
Shaq.
know. JP know. All right.
So we can go and keep that order that we got going on right now.
See?
We ain't got to mess it up. But typically, Shaq is right. I am the first one to go up. Justin switched it up on us, so now we gotta go.
So I'm switching it back. That's why.
All right, if we switching it back, we switching it back. It's like we'll do it live, but same old. Been training hard as I usually do over at my gym, Fusion XL, in Orlando, Florida. Been putting in mad work with the guys. Looking forward to continuing to put in work and hopefully get a fight sometime October. Itching to get back in. COVID kind of ruined everything, but I'm ready. I've been training hard, and it's like I'm hungry. Time to go.
There we go.
Hey,
What about you, Shaq?
Yep. You already know what it is. Mr. Red Cup himself doing the thing, continuing on same old stuff. Out here in Missouri, still doing my thing with the Army and all that good stuff. Big shout out to everybody who's still been keeping up with me on IG Live, doing Red Cup conversations and stuff like that. I know I've been lacking a few episodes with you guys, but we're gonna get back to you next weekend. Continuing on the good times and good vibes. You feel me?
And of course, last but certainly not least, it is me, and that is Jay. I think my week has been kind of confusing. I've been trying to get the motivation to write these last 3 essays that I have for the semester and for my college career, hopefully, God willing. And just trying to get into the next chapter, which is diving into VGC. I'm going to be doing VGC very seriously now. And also just trying to...
Which is what?
Oh, for those who don't know, VGC is Pokemon. If you know our stream, if you've seen my stream going live, I am a doubles god right now, I want to call it. Sometimes I try not to over embellish, but I'm getting pretty good.
You can't say you a guy and say sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Right.
Because sometimes you get smacked up, sometimes
You gotta
get
do it
smacked
all
up.
the time.
It's either all the time or none at all.
All right, well, I'm a Pokemon god if that's the case, and I'm just trying to heighten my
Full-time or
platform. Shout out to the Black
Say it with
Pokemon
your chest.
League, Pride of Ujima. They have actually taught me to where I am at right now, and I've been growing ever since. Now I'm a gym leader, one of the Elite Four inside of the group, and going from there.
All right.
Last but certainly not least, we're going to go into the special guest. Tell us what's been up with your week, anything that you got going on.
Man, just pushing this new album, man. This week has been more restful than previous weeks. I've been super busy, but I needed some time to get my mind right, rest my brain, check in on the family, make sure everybody's good, and I'm right back to work. So I got more podcast interviews going on. My press run's still going. Working on some things. A deluxe version of the album will be coming out, at a later point, later date. We're gonna add some additional tracks to the already fire album, just to keep it going. And I got some music videos I'm shooting. There's a lot of stuff going on, man.
Good.
I got AMV videos dropping for every song on the album soon, so that's almost ready to go. Y'all will see the AMV videos before y'all see anything else, so that'll be coming within the next couple of weeks. We got behind the scenes videos for every song on the album, so people can get a deep dive on how it was creating these songs and the people involved and being in the studio and different stuff like that. So yeah, man, it's been great, man. I feel good, and I just got my special 10-year anniversary copy of Ninja Scroll.
Hey.
Okay.
So it's been a Ninja
classic.
Scroll weekend. Yeah, it's been a classic anime weekend for me, man. And so we're here now.
Hey yo,
That's
one
what's up.
real quick moment before we continue, I gotta give one big shout out to the GOAT, Kiss Anime and Kiss Manga, because for those who don't know, that was a classic anime and manga server that had just been discontinued from the internet because Japan is not playing those games with
Yeah.
pirate sites. And I know myself personally, I have dabbled a little bit into
Full raid.
that service, and I
With the
believe
pinkies up.
a lot of people in the community will truly miss it. Even though there's others, you know what I'm saying. I know that was like one of like the starters, like if you will, the starting drug of anime for some people.
Right.
That's how I was reading
So-
all my manga. I mean, there's hella manga sites and whatnot, but it's
Right.
like, damn. But I'm on Crunchyroll Premium, dog. I'm like, I done stepped up. It's like,
Man, I don't have to over the verb.
oh,
Yeah,
you did?
I fuck with Verb. Yeah, I fuck with Verb.
I'm
My
sorry.
boy,
I'm saying. It's
I'm
like, I got
bougie.
Crunchyroll Premium,
Yeah.
Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu.
Oh, he
I got
fancy.
a Velvet. I got a
Oh no, I
Velvet
got all that
do-rag.
shit too though. I got all that shit too. I even got HBO Max. Like, let's do
Whoa.
it.
Oh, he
You
got
can't talk to
money,
me no
money.
type of way. I got
Ooh.
AirPods
And I swear
Right.
there's always that one person I gotta be like, yeah, no, I got one more. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, hold on. Let me start playing. Pull out the big gun.
But that's actually what we're gonna be kind of the topics that we're going to dive into. What are some of the places that introduced you to anime and manga, and also like where did you start off in watching it? What was your links that are now retired? We ain't gonna get into what's going on right now. And like, what was some of your origin stories, so to speak, for anime? And we'll start you off with Crazy 8. What's going on?
So, of course, man, I got my start with Dragon Ball Z, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, really, a lot of people don't know that, like back here in Cleveland, Dragon Ball aired on like the Fox Kids Club for a short run. You know what I'm saying? So that the whole WB network or whatever. And I was about 8 years old the first time I seen like Raditz fight Goku and Piccolo. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, this ain't like nothing I ever seen before. You know what I'm saying? So, and I only seen that episode. Then, fast forward to a couple of years later, I'm in elementary school or whatever, and then like Dragon Ball became this thing, and Toonami was was the staple. So, I'm one of them Toonami kids that, rush home to go catch Dragon Ball. Ma, I'll do some homework in a minute. Let me watch this episode. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I tried to make it time.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Forget all the chores. I'll do everything after Dragon Ball go up. And then, Dragon Ball was my gateway anime to just other stuff. So, you had what was going on around the time. I think Sailor Moon was still heavy.
Yep.
Yu Yu Hakusho was heavy.
Yep.
A bunch of the classics, man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if y'all remember. I don't know. I forgot the name.
Trigun.
But I don't know if y'all remember the green robots. That was like a family, and it only showed up on Toonami. I forgot what it was called, but it was like, it wasn't. They weren't robots, but they looked like green aliens, and it was. I thought it was a black family. It had the little robot dog. I forgot the name though. It was one of the original.
You got
Toonami.
me lost, brother.
I'm gonna find it.
It's one of the original Toonami joints.
Yeah.
What you talking about? It's not called.
It was like one of the first CGI ones. It was like everything.
Oh, it was CGI. I know what you're talking about.
It was called.
I forgot the name of it though.
It's called Reboot.
Reboot. Yeah. It's
it
called
might be
Reboot.
a Reboot.
Yeah, I remember Reboot.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah. That show was dope.
Oh yeah.
It was weird as fuck because like it was like living in like the world inside of a computer basically.
Yep.
And so they gave all these different pieces to inside the computer, like they personified them and made them like real characters or whatever. and the main character dude was like Neo from the Matrix and shit. Like he was super important, and he was fighting.
Yeah.
He was fighting viruses and shit. Like yeah, I remember that joint. That shit was dope.
It
That low
was.
key reminds me of Cells at Work. I don't know if y'all watch the anime, but
It pretty much was.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
it was.
Osmosis Jones, all them type
Right.
of animes be going
All of
inside.
that.
I just didn't like the fact that it just well, maybe this is my beef with CGI, but it just looked horrible to me. It was a great show. It just looked trash. It was like, man, come on, man.
Man, it was
You
2000.
It was like 2000. That was a breakthrough.
Right, you see, this is what we talking about with Justin. It's
Bougie.
like, you
It's
gotta,
cool.
this man got an opinion on everything. It's like,
He trying to live in 2020 and 2001. Like,
Yo,
sit your ass down.
Cause you would have all this
Don't do that.
fire. Like we would have,
I could do better.
we had like legit Vegeta fighting, and then you go from Vegeta. Then you watch Sailor Moon, which you ain't want to, but you was like, all right, it's on, so whatever. Then you get reboot, and it was like, all right, well I can turn this off. Let me go do my homework now.
Man,
I never cut reboot off though.
hey man.
You never did. You
Vegeta
never
man
wanted
had
to.
the swag though. That's all I gotta say.
Sailor Moon, I was never really for that. I was
Nah.
like, I was out there watching anime with my cousins, and I'd just be like, all right, whatever, bro. It's like, this is a show that I'm watching to wait for the other show that I want to
I
watch.
feel like Sailor Moon got the only like English dub that I approve of, like over everything, because they changed her name from Usagi to Serena, and I was like, being an American, you like, I'm not calling nobody Usagi. Like, what the fuck? Like, give me the Serena version every time. The theme song was
Right.
more fire. Let's go with that version.
Oh, and I
No,
forgot
but
the.
top tier English dub was Cowboy Bebop, hands down.
Facts.
Yeah, top tier.
I would say
yeah.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, I'm saying Yu Yu Hakusho 100%. I don't.
Yu Yu
I don't
Hakusho
know
is-
anymore.
is second.
Oh, okay. I'll give you that.
But
Trigun
Cowboy
had
Bebop
good
definitely
English
number
dub.
one, because that just flowed. Like sometimes in Yu Yu Hakusho, it's like, man, this probably would sound a little bit better in Japanese. It's like, but it's still decent. And I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, the past year I've kind of opened my black heart to English dubbing. I still watch majority sub, and that's just
Okay.
how I'm gonna be. But there's a few, like I watched the My Hero movie. Some of the movies
Yeah.
I watched it in dub. I'm like, this actually ain't that bad. It's like, maybe because I'm not gonna be watching all the episodes. It's like this is just an hour and a half of it, and then I'm back with my normal life.
Right.
But I was like, hey, this ain't really that bad. And honestly, it's like the way I'm thinking about it is this, as like black content creators and all that stuff. It's like English dubbing is what, if we ever wanted to get into voice acting, whatever, that would be our venue. It's like,
Right.
that's the only, we can't speak Japanese. We ain't never gonna get there. So it's like, maybe we should change the culture of like, stop hating on it as much and start showing a little bit love. Because if there's a black voice actor going through, it's like we would be trying to rock with them, trying to have them on the show, trying to support them.
Mhm.
So it's like, maybe we gotta change it up a little bit. That was my thinking.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
Those are facts.
yeah, and again, maybe this is the continuous bouginess in me, but I was like, man,
That was like, I mean,
because I mean, you can't like for me. What broke it for dub for me, which I still go back to dub, was Naruto. I was like, I can't stand to believe it. Like I was like, look, man,
oh,
look.
yeah.
I couldn't do it. It was like Asta screaming to me. It was like, look, man, can you anything else but believe it?
Ooh.
Believe
Hey,
it. I'm like, all right,
yo,
all right.
Yo, I still always screaming, fam. Like, always.
Mill
I,
of anime.
he is the Meek Mill of anime. That was funny as shit. My man's be screaming all day though. Like, fam.
Yo, I really thought Believe It was the panda of anime.
Bruh.
He just believe it during Shippuden though. Like he didn't really say it that much.
And that's when I jumped on. That's when I was like, dub.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
okay.
But Boruto picked it right back up. He got his own joint.
What does he say?
It ain't believe it, but some to that effect. Like you understand or some shit like that. Like he got
Oh,
something.
I
God.
think it was talking about like it'd be like like
Yeah, yeah.
That's his joint, man. Like
Hot
I'm like, y'all
garbage,
coulda left
hot
that out.
garbage.
Is that because of Funimation? Like once they
Mhm.
get it, I know like Data Bio was what they were putting with the Believe It, but I'm just like, I feel like someone in that boardroom needs to be like, hey, look, dog, people are doodling on us. We need something better than this. It's like they need
And that
they need
same
a brother.
that same person who uses common sense probably ends up leaving the room.
Yep.
Right, gets fired. Get out.
Probably
And
right
just
now.
like Avatar the
Fuck
movie,
out. Bitch,
what y'all
the
think
door.
about this Avatar movie getting the original writers leaving?
We're not talking about that. Next subject.
That can get canceled.
That's about to be canceled.
That ass
Listen,
up out of the conversation. It's like,
Man.
exactly how the community bullied Sonic. Exactly how they're about to bully Avatar.
ooh, the community bullied Sonic. They bullied him bad.
They bullied the fuck. But look what we got though. We got something.
We got something a lot better though. I don't really condone the bullying, but I mean it got results. This Avatar shit, I'm good, dog. That's a no for me. I'm
The
cool.
fact that the original creator said, "No,
Yeah.
we good."
If the creator said I'm good, then who am I to like disagree with that? Like, let me follow this guy.
Exactly.
And what up, Rome? Thank you
Absolutely.
again for everybody who's jumping in. I see that the numbers is going up a little bit more. I just want to make sure I say what up to everybody. This is the live spicy. That alcohol caught up. But that live spicy ramen podcast.
That shit put some hair on his chest.
Yeah, it was like, ooh, that had a little burn to it. But yeah.
It is ass.
This is the live Spicy Ramen Podcast interview with Crazy 8 the Great. If you are listening into the background noise or if you want to get the link, please just put it in the comments and we'll definitely be sharing it. I know a few of the people who are already in this chat will probably be putting up links to all of the singles, drops, freestyles that he's already done. But check him out on YouTube. Well, actually, he can get into that again if he wants to, but yeah, it's on all platforms. Crazy 8 the Great.
Just YouTube / Crazy 8 the Great. Crazy 8 the Great on any social media platform and any major streaming platform is Crazy 8 the Great. One me, can't get another. Look for the smiley face logo. It's there.
Hey, and I'm a obviously my originator. I know I've already said this before. Has been Yu Yu Hakusho, but my first website that I ever found that actually allowed me to watch anime was in Korea. I was watching, it's called easydub.net, and it was just a library of all the most recent dubbed animes, and that was the first time I ever knew that One Piece was dubbed. I was like, wait, like this is a thing? And I was like, oh, it sounds trash. But I was like, hey, I'm happy at the fact that I understand what's being said.
That original dub run of One Piece was the most trash shit I've ever heard in my life.
First off, that
to
theme
this
song.
day. Man, what? Oh man.
I'm gonna
They
be honest,
tried to
I avoided that.
That's the 4Kids TV version dub of One Piece was the worst shit of all time. Like,
that was just pure trash.
they need to burn and scrub. They need to scrub that from the digital thumbprint of One Piece online everywhere. That shit needs to never happen again.
I mean, again, obviously, One Piece is One Piece. It is one of the greatest shows ever to be built. But that dubbed version, or whoever they allowed,
that original dub, no. That original dub, no.
We about to get into it. Justin about to get into the One Piece thing. Shaq gonna be like, here we go again.
This ain't about you today.
Oh,
This ain't about you.
oh, and you want to know another one who is like, they don't actually say one. It's not one word. Instead, it's one line. You want to know one dub that I hated, that I just like thought was the worst thing to ever create? We can still be friends. Fairy tale.
I don't watch fairy tales, so I don't know
Can't
about
believe
that.
you, man.
It's okay. It's okay. You didn't need to. Just know that you were gonna be his friend if you did.
Oh, Lord. You just gotta bring fairy tale into this.
Whole
Leave him
decade,
alone.
ain't no one die. Whole decade, ain't no one die.
Damn.
Earth shattering
No,
events,
it
no
never
one
happened.
died.
It never happened. It never happened. Not one body ever. But I guess if you look at it, it's a bunch of wizards. Like, how do you not know how to not die?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Being a wizard.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Especially with the power of friendship.
But oh man,
That-
you know the power of friendship. Like, that's the whew, biggest plot armor invented. The most strongest plot armor invented.
I mean, y'all talk about talk no jutsu, and that shit right there, nigga. Yo.
That's funny as shit, man.
Talking about juice is a whole separate thing right there.
That's
Just imagine
hilarious.
somebody who works with the police and he's a negotiator and he's like, so why do you do this? Like, how are you so good at it? I watch Naruto and I have mastered talking no jutsu. Just goes to the scene. Hey, have you seen Naruto?
in the bike, in the little
All right, listen.
in the swing.
All right, so listen. You remember that episode with the swing? Yes. Got his ass. You ain't about to do this. Value your life.
Naruto's talk no jutsu is powerful. Like,
Exactly.
I would-
I feel like that would save lives.
I would say
Right.
that if he was evil, he could be like the main antagonist in Psychopaths.
Oh yeah. Oh
So-
man.
social
Oh,
engineer the shit out of you.
Man.
Oh my god.
And don't let him claim kunai with you. Oh, it's over. It's over. Like
Oh my god.
instant rap. Instant. I'm coming.
Facts. Facts.
But Shaq, what about you? What was one of your openings to any type of websites or any type of dubbed anime?
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, I had to go to my friend's house to watch TV. And I didn't have a TV in my room. My mom was like, "You ain't about to have that shit. You get your grades together and your life together." And this was back in the time where like AOL was a thing. So like when I tried to watch anime on the computer, my grandma would be on the phone. All of a sudden I'm hearing, "Can you get off the phone? I'm on the computer." Damn.
That's the worst time ever, man. You couldn't sneak to get on the computer or nothing. You got this loud ass doppling noise in the back, like damn,
Exactly. So then I tried to like watch anime at the in the computer lab at school, but then like that got shut down real quick. I think it was Yu Yu Hakusho, and I forgot what scene I was watching, but it was like extremely violent, and my teacher was like, "Oh no, you can't be watching this in school." So they just started blocking websites left and right. I'm just like, "Man, I ain't gonna get shit around here, man. Fuck."
Hey, we found a loophole around that block website shit back at the school.
VPNs,
like,
baby.
Yeah, man. Like,
Easy.
Oh, no.
we was able to, we bypassed that whole block shit. Niggas was watching whole ass porn at school. I was like, dude, what are you doing over there? like,
That's
yo,
the crazy part. Like,
Homie on the computer, like, I'm learning about the pussy.
right, right.
I hope there's no kid that jumped on here or something like that.
For anyone who feels offended for our language, you should have been known better. So
I mean, we got red Solo
Not
cups
sorry.
out here, so it's like we only a step above a double styrofoam cup. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you'll never know.
Right. If you know, you know.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I was like, I want to say, this had to be at least 16.
Justin, it's not your turn. It's JP's turn.
I'm talking about the topic. So we had watch Dragon Our Academy, and I don't know if y'all ever heard of Dragon Our Academy, but man,
I'm not familiar.
bruh, it is an actual anime. Believe it or not, it is a anime. It is on Hulu. I didn't know it was an anime. I thought it was straight up hentai, and I was like, wait, like this is a show? Like they have characters and content? Like what is this?
Did you really watch it for the plot though?
I did. Yo, I mean, again, 16-year-old me, I'm like, well, it's good. I might as well watch it. Like, I don't know.
That was one of those shows where it's like, am I really watching this for the plot, or am I watching it for the titties?
Okay.
That's how high school DxD was.
Yeah, exactly.
You stopped caring about what was going on or the story plot. You just like, all right, 3, 2, 1, titties.
Yeah, man, and then make it worse. The entire plot was like how to train your pet dragon, the adult version. So it was like
that was funny. That's funny.
I'm like, oh wait, so this is what a bonding is? Oh yeah, oh Lord.
Are learning things way too soon.
Right.
Man, I learned a lot. I looked at Excalibur like completely different from there on.
Shit.
I was like, never again am I watching that movie. This has so many dynamics that I don't understand now.
Facts.
But how about you, JP? What was your like origin story to websites of anime and like any dub stuff that you ever will listen to?
Well, I mean, honestly, pretty much like most kids in America, Toonami was one of my big formal introduction. So the Dragon Ball Z and all that stuff. But I was watching a little bit before because my cousins were big anime nerds, fans, otakus, whatever you want to call it. And it was Samurai X on the computer, and then Screed or Escryed, however you want to call it.
That's
I was watching
shit.
that. Yeah, I was watching that.
That one. Yo,
Yeah, that's why I feel like I kind of started with. I was just like, what y'all watching? And then just like kind of sat down and started watching it. But the anime that really like got me in heavy was Naruto. And as we can see, Justin is known for bringing up One Piece every episode. Shaq, Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball series, and then I'm the Naruto head. And that's just what it was. I can't remember the website. It got taken down, but I'm telling you, dog, you could watch the movies, you could watch the dubbed, subbed. It's like I had a whole system. I would have the episodes that I was going to watch in order already in my tabs. I would push play. So you remember, because you can have the buffering, you could have the little bar load up. So I'd be ready. I'd be like, all right, as soon as this episode goes, boom, close that tab. I got 3 more ready to go.
Bruh, like, first off, buffering back then was so much worse than now. Bruh, buffering back then was trash. Like, I gotta prep an hour ahead to watch something, goddammit. Shit.
Bruh,
like, alright, while this is buffering, I'm gonna go cook dinner.
Bruh, it would be like that. It's like, let me go ahead and get something ready. And then it's like, what would suck is when your internet was really bad and you press play, you come back and the bar only moved like this much. I'm like, oh, come on now, dog. Hit the boosie. Come on, man.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Can't believe y'all, man.
Right.
But yeah, so that was pretty much it. I remember I used to fall asleep watching the episodes because I'd be grinding these episodes out. I'd just like sit there, and then when I got caught up, because you know Naruto with all the filler, I would read the manga. I forgot what website I was using for the manga, but I was all about Naruto. Like, I done watched Naruto probably 5 times, read the manga twice, and it's like constantly reading like little Naruto facts from the data book. So I would say that's the one anime that was like my real introduction in a sense. I was already in it, but that I guess you would say that's what got me submerged in the life.
Yeah.
I haven't finished watching Naruto until like a year and a half ago.
You got tired of the
It took me
fillers?
that long. Not even that, man. It's just like with everything, with music and everything going on, like I really didn't have time like I wanted to. So I'll binge maybe 20 to 30 episodes, then I gotta take a break and go, handle business and shit like that. And then just recently, like I said, about a year and a half ago, I was like, man, I got probably 50, 60 episodes left. Let me commit. You know what I'm saying? So I committed to that, and as soon as I finished Shippuden, man, I started One Piece, and now I'm all the way caught up.
Damn, I'm still trying to catch up to One Piece. I started last year.
I am not. So, but a lot of
man, One Piece like we got the greatest story ever written in manga, man.
So,
One Piece story is crazy.
Thank you.
I have to mention this. Just to be quiet. Say about this. So I have to reiterate for the show, for everyone who listens to our podcast, I'm the one who does not watch One Piece, but I like talking shit about it. Just because. And as soon as we get to 1,000 followers on Instagram, I will start watching it. Until then, I'm talking shit. Now, I've never said I had any.
Fuck it. I'm buying them. Fuck it. Fuck the inorganic. Fuck the organic growth. Nope.
1,000 organic followers. Now, I've never said I didn't like One Piece.
He put the extra stipulations on the followers, though.
Mm-hmm.
I see it.
Because
I'm about to make burner
real
accounts.
followers.
I'm making burner
real
accounts like
people.
I'm Kevin Durant, and I'm talking shit to Shaq.
So for everyone who's watching this live, I'm not watching One Piece until we hit 1,000 followers on Instagram.
You missing out.
Real
Right
people.
That's what I'm saying, dog.
But the thing is, though, but hear me out, though. I've never said I had a problem with One Piece. I just enjoy not watching it and talking shit about it.
You would enjoy watching it more than you enjoy not watching it and talking shit about it. I promise you.
Look, that's how I feel. When I started watching it, I was like, bro, why it take so long? Because I was that same person. I was like, bro, ain't nobody watching One Piece. It's like, I swear, everybody. Like, nah. Exactly. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody watching no One Piece. I'm like, oh, the nigga can stretch. Wow. Like, just because I knew I wasn't a part of it, I was making jokes. And then when I started watching it, I was just like, all right, this shit was kind of fire though. And then each arc, and it's like, I know this ain't really much, and a lot of people have seen it. When Arlong Park, when Luffy put the hat on Nami, bruh, I was like, all right, it's a wrap. And they walked up, and that music, I'm like, oh shit.
We sampled that on the album. Yeah.
Yep, we showed
Oh shit. All right, bet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, my favorite part
Yeah, so
is
you know the
him
vibes.
doing his pimp smack through 8 levels. I was like, oh.
Yo, yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, that was the one.
I was like, all right, I'm sold. I might as well get my tat now. Like, this is the one.
That's
like,
the one.
Where is that at? Is that a spoiler? Because I'm on episode 750.
No. You literally brought it up. Literally, you just brought it up. Literally, maybe, 10 episodes
8
after?
levels?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Oh, so after he puts the hat on,
I probably
he
know
gets into
exactly
a
what you're
fight.
talking about, but the way it was said, it's just not clicking.
And
For some
that's
reason,
how
I
I
do that
that's
nigga.
how
I'm
I
like,
say it without spoiling it. I appreciate
Yeah,
how you said that. I appreciate that. Like,
yeah, because it's just like, it ain't clicking for me. It probably is going to make sense later. And I'm like,
see?
But,
And
oh well, we ain't got to spoil it for nobody out there. But
Yeah,
just know, One Piece is that shit. The emotions that they put, like,
It's fire.
they be making me feel more than Naruto, because Naruto kind of got played out with the swing set.
Naruto will put you in the fields, but One Piece will get you. Man. One Piece will get you, dog.
time out when they
look,
said I want to
This
be
relationship
free.
right here, that'll
When-
make you.
When Robin said I want to be free,
Oh,
I was
man.
like, all right, like Yeah, ain't gotta pull on the heartstrings like that.
Y'all ain't playing fair, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to live.
Ian's lobby was that shit.
I want to live. Like, all right, I want you to live too, Robin. Like, I wanted to jump on screen and help out too, nigga. Like,
Man.
I was bro.
I went to combatives that week. Like,
That
I'm in it to
Buster
save
call.
people. Like,
That's how I knew I wanted to be a hero, man.
That show really do be touching on a lot of like important social issues.
human
It's
trafficking.
like, I feel like some people can watch
race.
shows.
Human trafficking, slavery,
Genocide.
genocide, everything.
Hidden government secrets.
Cool story.
Government
Oh,
genocide.
Shaq Hayden. Shaq Hayden.
I'm not hating. I'm just sitting here enjoying.
I'm gonna just go ahead and drink my red cup. I hear you.
Every time people get on a One Piece trip and we just start talking about it, Shaq's like, all right, legit. He's like, all right, I'm gonna sit back.
He about to extend the pink. He gonna extend the pinky on the cup and everything, though.
All right, cool story, bro.
How they
He's like,
handle
but
death.
Dragon Ball cool too. Who else you know in anime that can go?
But let me tell you about this new
transport
Dragon Ball manga though.
I want you there too, though. So don't feel by yourself, Jack. I got you on the Dragon Ball, man.
That's why he's my boy. That's why
Yo,
I
Saw
so-
Dragon
he got
Ball
the show,
all day.
I'm gonna get okay. So for those who are just now tuning in, who have never heard me talk about a manga without actually talking about it, if you are a manga reader and you understand what I'm saying, please in the comment section just be like, I messed this up, or be like, you didn't say anything. I just want to make this clear as I'm saying this. So Dragon Ball is doing a awesome, I'm going to give them their credit where credit is due. They are doing an awesome job in the manga.
This
Yeah,
current
'cause the
story
anime-
arc
that-
is fucking fire.
Yeah, because the anime let us down. So
Yeah.
let's
I'm trying to give their credit.
let's congratulate the manga right now.
Yeah. Congratulations, manga. Congratulations. Because
Right.
y'all doing
I have
it.
my phone. Why my dumb ass try to clap and I was like, oh shit, I'm over there.
JP, you gotta get a phone stand, bro. So you can be hands free.
Right? I gotta rig my stuff up.
Hey, listen.
However, comma.
Nah, don't do that.
However, comma, they did not have to
No.
rip off Frieza. They did
No.
not have to rip off Frieza. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to get off it. But they did not have to rip off Frieza. I'm done. I know put him in a casket. I get it. But...
Justin, like 2 steps from spoiling something. Justin be out here,
This-
Michael Jackson moonwalking on the line of spoiling.
No, but...
Bruh,
But
Moonwalk
did you see how I did
Like,
that?
all
Did you
right.
see how I did that? Did you see how I did that?
No, fuck that. Nah, fuck that. Here's the line. That nigga 5 miles that way. Pass the motherfucker. That's what Justin does.
Real
I don't even think that's a spoil. I think that was a clear, like, they just didn't have to rip it off. They had the jump shot, but they wanted to throw an alley for the same dunker. Like, I was like, all right, well, okay.
I'm gonna say this: what Justin does, if the line is the wall in Promise Neverland, he's them damn kids.
Now you talking about spoiling. Just.
That ain't
Now
even
we
a spoiler.
already established that JP don't give a fuck.
Yo.
and that ain't even a really. That's the thing. Justin be acting like he not doing it. I'm just like, oh no, I'm gonna spoil this shit. But the thing is, I ain't say anything. I just said there's a wall. What do kids do with walls? I know I always try to climb them shits.
But yeah, no, that's my only tangent.
Yeah.
I appreciate the manga. I appreciate what they're doing. They definitely taking a step up from this monologue that they gave us called Super.
Don't you talk about Dragon Ball Super, goddammit. All right, don't you dare.
This filler monologue that they call Super.
No, because first of all, Dragon Ball Super thoroughly explained what the fuck they were. You knew what the fuck this was.
Yeah.
They explained what the fuck they were.
What is the deal with Super? Like, what are they on now?
So right now, what Dragon Ball Super is doing, once again, for those who are watching now and don't understand what Dragon Ball Super is, there is a promotional anime for a arcade game that's only available in Japan. But there is a video game that explains what that arcade game is for the Nintendo Switch.
No,
right now,
not Super Dragon Ball Heroes. We just talking about Dragon Ball Super in general.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Different things.
Yeah.
Trash.
So Dragon Ball Super is going into a story arc. My fault.
That's not even the trash that we talking about. We talking about the other one.
My fault.
Bruh.
My bad. Listen, I've been drinking all goddamn night, alright?
That's not even years.
My fault. I went to the wrong one.
It would take 72 hours to explain one episode that's only 8 minutes. Like, no. Like, yeah.
Wrong trash heap. You gotta go to the other trash heap.
Justin, go. Just leave right now. I'm tired of you. Over here doing extra shit.
It's the dumpster fire in the back, not the one in the front.
Alright?
He said you showing off for your friends. If
You showing off.
You show it off.
Justin, you being extra because we on live tonight. Don't do that shit. Being extra showing off for your little friends and shit.
See. Thank you. The comments are agreeing. They were yes, dumpster fire. I appreciate it.
I can't. You know what? That's gonna be a whole separate episode. That's gonna be a separate episode. But Dragon Ball Super, the manga wise, what's going on with that is they're continuing right after what happened with Broly. And starting what we are calling the Galactic Prisoner arc with a new antagonist who, in my opinion, is fucking fire. And
I've been hearing about him.
And right now, I believe, based off this last chapter, they're getting towards the climax. They've built up a lot of hype.
You think?
But they're getting towards the end. What I say, Justin? What I say? God damn it! Quit touching shit. Quit touching shit. God damn it!
We're gonna do a panel one day, and Justin gonna cut Shaq off, and Shaq gonna start fighting him. He's like, you know, I'm sick and tired of this shit.
You know what? I'm tired of your shit. God damn it!
He's gonna square up now.
Daytime now.
You're gonna be like, this long overdue. This long overdue.
No, man. You gotta run the fade now.
Be right at the door like, open the door. Come on, I'm tired of your shit. But yeah, as this recent chapter, it looks like they're getting towards the conclusion of this current story arc, which is the Galactic Prisoner arc, with a brand new antagonist whose name is Moro. That could be a whole separate segment talking about that and stuff like that. But it's a very more creative storyline for the Dragon Ball Xenoverse, if you will. And this is a very more analytical and specific villain compared to the more recent ones that's been introduced in the storyline. So it's really good. For those who are big Dragon Ball fans, recommend you read up on it. It's a really interesting story arc.
It's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. People get their ass whooped left and right.
You got straight to the point.
People take constant L's. This whole arc is just L's. So
yes,
we hoping for a win.
If you thought Cell or Frieza or even Majin Buu was serving hands, this nigga Moro is a fucking problem.
What about Jiren? He was whooping.
I don't know. Jiren was giving everybody their hands up. Like.
Bro,
I didn't even watch Super. I just heard about him.
Bro, Jiren was serving hands without even moving his hands.
Exactly, man. Like, this nigga was looking at niggas and beating them up. Like, you get beat up by a look. Like, how you look?
Hey, that's the look that the moms will give you. It's like,
bro.
Oh shit.
It's like Jiren mastered the art of the black adult look. It's like Sit your ass down, nigga.
Or the look over the glasses.
Yeah.
It's like,
And it just actually happens to physically hurt you at the same time as him using it. Like,
Yes.
he give you the look, it hurts. Like, period.
Every time.
But
like if your
but yeah,
mama
nah,
could whip your ass by looking at you. That's
that
what
was
Jerry
that nigga
does.
Jerry.
I just
He was
appreciate
beat
that
ass,
they
like,
gave a
straight
little
up.
bit of credit to Vegeta, and they gave him a little bit.
Thank
A little
you.
bit.
Thank you.
They did.
Thank you.
I can't even talk about that because I'm a little frustrated about it.
Yeah, again, there's no spoil, but I'm like, I just appreciate they at least tried.
Yeah, no spoilers, right?
But they at least tried.
They did try. It was short lived. They tried.
Again, they gave him their little monologue of that
Vegeta-
little two episodes.
I swear, Vegeta the writers hate him.
Yeah.
It's like,
The writers have him, but the fans love him. Like it's like the writers are so frustrated. They're like, we done tried to make this nigga the afterthought for the longest. The fans keep like making him relevant. Like, and it's like, all right,
Because-
just get the fans what they want, man. Just get the fans what they want.
and I even peeped that from a long time ago. I remember I watched the first Broly movie. Like,
Oh yeah.
and this was back when it was dubbed. It hadn't even come out in America yet. I was like one of the few kids in the school talking about Broly. And niggas was like, bro, what you talking about? Who's Broly? And it's like, but you remember when he grabbed Vegeta tried to power up, thought he was on some shit. He got slammed into a whole mountain.
Yeah.
And it's like, I was like, yo, stay doing that. And then when Dragon Ball Z came out, I was like, damn. I was like, why y'all stay making this dude get whooped? Vegeta be like, I got this, charged up, boom. Have y'all seen like the
Now-
memes on IG?
Speaking of
when
the original Broly movie, though, like Vegeta got clapped real quick the first time, and then after that, he was just terrified the rest of the movie. He was like, "What do you mean?
Yeah,
like,
true.
why would you try to fight him?" He's like, "Why?" like,
Mhm.
I think at that
Kevin Hart-
point,
Let's talk about it. Like, what are we doing here?
I think at that point he realized that logic needed to play a role. Like, first of all, this nigga is taller than all of us. Secondly,
man,
his muscles are the size of Gohan. Why the fuck are we fighting this nigga?
he clapped that nigga Vegeta one time, and he was just like, "Would y'all stop trying to fight? Like, it's pointless." Like, it's like, damn, like,
This
Vegeta,
ain't
you
gonna
the most-
work.
You the toughest dude of all time, and you the main one talking about, "No, we're done. It's a wrap. It's over with." Your kids.
He
is
turned
fighting
into the
Broly.
Hulk. He
His
turned into the
kids
Hulk
is
in
fighting Broly.
Endgame. He was like,
His kids fought Broly more than Vegeta did.
That's insane.
Hey, the
man.
worst part was he got slammed into the rock before he was Super Saiyan. He got slammed into the rock, hair turned black. Like he took the fight out his ass. You might as well just say he took his powers that night too. He said, "Hey, fuck out of here, bro. You too small." That's
The fact that any villain that can knock the Super Saiyan out of somebody is dangerous.
And that's every villain ever. All these niggas be-
Have y'all seen
Yes.
the memes where they say it's like Vegeta, I got this. 2 seconds later, and it's like it was the Batman flying through all the. Bro, I hate it, but it's funny.
It is.
Man.
They just
It's almost like they
disrespectful.
said, "Hey, It's like we wanted to get this man out of here. Y'all kept him, so we just gonna keep handing him L."
Right, yeah. So, but like when he beat Topo in the tournament of power, I was like, all right.
But wasn't that like his last W?
Real.
Yeah.
Shit, matter of fact, yeah, like, and then, like, let's not even talk about Universe 6 hands. Like, I just get super pissed me off, bro. Like, super pissed me off so bad, man. Like, they made a mockery of what a Super Saiyan was. Talking about you got a tingly feeling in your back. Like, what the fuck is
Oh
that?
yeah, that shit was fucking ridiculous.
What is
fuck.
that? Like, we went through whole sagas before we got the first Super Saiyan on screen. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, like, you just did that away with some tingly back feeling. All right, I'm cool.
Talking about a tingly
And
feeling in your
then,
back.
and then, And then Kale, Kale, the female Broly, like, holy
Bruh.
shit.
I didn't understand that whole thing. Like I said, I didn't watch Super at all. I watched up to like 40 episodes or something like that. And then
the worst 40?
The worst. Like,
the
you can,
40
like,
was the
most
worst
of that is just the movies. Like,
right?
you
That's
can
what
watch
I'm
the
saying.
movies and skip 50 episodes.
Hey, but that one dude geeks me. The one, the little mailman nigga or whatever it is, with the nipples. Yo, he funny.
The strongest of them all.
Yeah.
The strongest of Universe 7.
Monaco is the strongest
down.
Universe 7, hands down, man. That nigga was so scared he was petrified. Like, he was
But like,
pretty
I
much a
didn't understand the
mannequin for whole
female
time.
Broly thing. Like, I was like,
That
that
was
looks
Toei
like-
doing. That was Toei doing some pandering shit for Broly.
Yeah.
wow.
That was strictly what that was. That was just like, hey, how about
that was
we
a
just...
marketing idea.
Yeah, that was some marketing shit that they came up with. That
It was like, hey,
lasted
everybody
too
likes
long.
Broly, right?
That whole
You
arc
got these female
was
Saiyans.
just some marketing
Make
shit.
one of the females Broly.
It was.
It was. I won't say that.
It's like all right, they stepped up animation just to give us like 50 episodes of a tournament arc that spanned across however many times, but it was only actually 40 minutes long.
Yeah.
Like,
Now, I will say though,
we had
I will say
17
though, they gave us
episodes, and it was like 6 seconds
10
left
minutes
in
in.
the tournament. Of power. It's 6 seconds left in 15 episodes. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
I will say though, they gave us like one of the most like I would say one of the most iconic Kamehamehas I have ever seen.
Okay.
Like
Agreed.
that, like the Ultra Instinct Goku with Kefla, bruh.
Agreed.
Yeah,
That
I
shit
agree. They definitely gave
was
us a lot of
heat.
highlight moments, but the entirety was
Oh, yeah,
just,
for sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
That's
it was
not
trash. I would say like it was just there.
If I was scaling it from
A lot
1
of
to
that shit
10,
was trash.
I would say the timeline that they had was a 2. The actual fighting was about I'll give it a 7 or an 8 outside of the highlights. If I'm pulling all of the
about
god
an 8.
tier highlights, I'm giving it like a 7. But
Yeah,
if
about an 8.
yeah, I can give it an 8. I mean, again, it's not, you wouldn't be pulling my leg if I was like 8. Now, if you was like 10, I'm like, nah, bro, nah, fam, nah.
Unacceptable.
Who did he do the Ultra Instinct Goku skateboard flip Kamehameha like that?
Yeah,
That's what we're talking
was
about,
the
yeah.
Kefla.
That was okay. I saw that one on the
Yeah.
internet. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that
Bro,
was
the hype for that Kamehameha was so real. Like, first off, it was First off, you do a goddamn 360 Tony Hawk skateboard trick off of another person's key blast, and you just pop off one in the face. Like, that's disrespectful. It was fire, but disrespectful.
She was too OP, and that shit, like, I don't know, man. I got so irritated by Universe 6 fans that, like, I'm mad we still talking about it.
That jump was crazy.
Why they relevant?
Why are they relevant, man? Like, that shit is, oh my god, man. If you think about it, they only relevant because how they got their ass whooped.
Bruh, I think the only thing now we want to see is just like Vegeta
The
go
power
to
of
Universe 6 playing.
Scared it.
Why you gotta bring that up? That's the one thing we tried to ignore.
Man, Rip Brienne was the worst thing that ever happened to just Dragon Ball anime in general. Like, that's
That was
GT
too
level
much.
bad. That is GT level bad.
Oh my god, he said GT level bad. Oh my
That
goodness.
is GT level bad, man.
One thing I will
And
say,
she
though,
was annoying as shit.
GT, Goku was getting him up out of there. He was like, nah, we not friends. I'm going to just kill you, and we going to get him up out of here.
Bruh, 17 was that nigga, bro. 17 was that boy, bro. Like, in the middle of them transforming, he was like, nah, get out of here. Bow.
Because think about it, though. Dragon Ball logic is stupid as shit. It's like, so you gonna let the dude power up the dog you just now? All right. Like,
Right?
17 said,
the
fuck
logic
all
is
that.
stupid. Yeah, 17 was like, oh, I was supposed to wait. Nah, I ain't letting this shit happen. Fuck out of here. Like
But
that's
shit,
dumb as shit.
with all this
Right.
Goku talk, I want to get to the talk about the album. We've been
All right.
talking about Dragon Ball Z for a minute, and I wanted to bring up the album animated. I like the 8 that you put in there. That's pretty dope. And then I also want to
Appreciate
talk.
it.
I talked about it earlier, but the Ultra Instinct Goku's anthem.
Goku, bruh. Let me tell you.
That
First off,
junk.
that's on my workout playlist. Like, I'll be in the middle of fucking lifting weights. The beat drop. Dun, 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 dun. Let's fucking go.
Like that junk was beast. I don't know if you were sitting there and
Thank
you were
you.
watching. You were watching watching the episode,
Actually,
and you were
what
like,
though?
"All right, I need to go and write."
Well, what happened was like, all right, so episode 131 aired in March of 2018. I wanted the song to be finished, so by the time the last episode aired, the next thing you heard or seen was that that single. It just didn't happen like that. It took me a while to get the right producer part of it, so I ended up leaning on my best friend Tino to put the beat together, or whatever. So we didn't end up putting that song out till May. But while I was writing the song, because I had my Funimation subscription and shit, I can go back to the episodes or whatever. And so pretty much while the beat was playing, I had the actual episodes on mute on the TV as I was writing, writing the songs or whatever. And I pretty much just wanted it to be like, let's do Dragon Ball Super some justice for a change, and this how some shit's
Yeah.
supposed to happen. Like this is, what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let me interject myself into how this was supposed to be, and so I just
Yes.
wrote it from that perspective. And then the song dropped, had a slow burn at first, and then it just like took off. Like my highest stream song to date in my career, even now after like a lot of the music and stuff that I put out, like I think we're like over 100,000 streams across all
Damn.
platforms.
Okay.
In combination, you know what I'm saying? So like SoundCloud got like 54,000 streams by itself on SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? So the other half is just like along all the other platforms. But it's like no matter who hears the song, no matter when they hear it, it's just like man, the song just does something to people that hear it or whatever. And I'm just really fortunate that like I was able to get my my point across and able to delight people who fuck with Dragon Ball at the same time. Like that was really the goal because I wanted a song for us, by us, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? By Dragon Ball fans, because I didn't know at the time. I didn't know that Dragon Ball Super Broly was coming out, so I had no idea any more Dragon Ball was coming out. I just
Yeah.
wanted us to have some shit because I'm like, damn, we just got Dragon Ball back. I mean, it wasn't that good, but we just got it back. Now it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me, what I'm saying, let me put something out there just for us or whatever, man. And the community took to it, man. And I'm grateful for that, man. I've been able to go to different conventions before Corona. Ended up going to KamehamehaCon, which is
We gotta go
like
to
the
that.
biggest. Yeah, KamehamehaCon is lit, man. Like if you want to submerge yourself and just meet everybody that has anything to do with Dragon Ball in one place, like the shit was crazy. Team Four Star,
Yeah.
all the voice
I fuck with
actors,
Team 4-Star heavy.
Damn.
and yeah, I was just able to like really meet all of the people. I got contacts from Funimation now from doing that. From going there and just rubbing elbows. I have an actual Saiyan armor made by Cosplay Court.
Yep,
Oh,
I seen that.
man.
That shit is fire. For those who do not follow Crazy 8 the Great, make sure y'all follow him, man. His shit is fire. I've seen the armor myself. That shit is fire, bro.
Ultra Instinct got me that armor for free and like a connection with that, what I'm saying, with that company for life. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I have been wanting the armor from the guy Boba Joe for years and could never really like get in touch with him and shit. And then one day he got to answer like replying to people's questions on one of his posts. So I just sent him a comment like, "Yo, I've been wanting the armor for a minute," and he ended up DMing me immediately. And so he was like, "Hey man, how you doing?" So I'm like, "I'm good." And then like before I could finish my like sentence, he like, "Yo, I just listened to your song and it's amazing." And I was like, "Well, what song?" And he was like, "Ultra Instinct." And I was like, "Oh shit." So he was like, "Well shit, maybe you can do something." He was like, "Maybe you could do something for me." and I get your armor in return. And I was like, what you mean, like a theme song for the company? He was like, yeah, let's do that. And I was like, say less. You know what I'm saying? And so I got to putting it together, man, and I sent it to him, man. I got videos on my Instagram of his reactions. Because that song is on SoundCloud, it's on YouTube as well. It's called "More Powerful." We sampled Vegeta's theme
Okay.
because of the whole Saiyan armor situation or whatever. And
Yeah.
yeah, man. And so, like I said, my Ultra Instinct has put me in a place to where I've like kind of rooted myself into the Dragon Ball community on like the industry level to a degree.
Most
And
definitely.
I'm thankful, man. Like pen to pad, man, and everything took off, man. So yeah, that's why it was the first single on the album. Really just the first song we did in that realm because it was necessary. And then after that, the fan response was so crazy. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I owe the people an album because everybody kept asking me like, yo, is this song on the album? Is this on a project? Is this on a mixtape? Is this on a whatever? And I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, it's just a song. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I decided to give everybody an album, and I found a way to incorporate it with the story of the album that I wanted to have. The entire album is a story from top to bottom. So I found a way to
It definitely is.
yeah, I found a way to put fit Ultra Instinct into the story to where it didn't sound forced or so like you just want to use it for the for the fame of it. But I mean that has some truth to it. But it's like let me organically put this in the story, so when you hear it, it hit different. So it's like if you
Yeah.
like the song before you heard the album, that's cool. But once you hear it in sequence with the other songs, it's like oh yo this shit it's still one of
Yeah.
my favorites. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I
And
ain't
that's
gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That transition from cosplay angel into
yeah.
Ultra Instinct was dope. Like that
Thank
that
you.
was a dope transition, bro. It really was.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that
See, bro, you in that
it's
city was like, man, I feel like Goku. I'm like this.
I
And
gotta go play it
for
all
those
the
who are
way
in the
through.
comments right now who are asking about the track that we're talking about, we will be playing it shortly. I just want to make sure that everyone captures it. We also, while I've been playing this, I know a few people have been hitting me directly versus inside the comments. But if you look on our YouTube, you will see our actual Shiny Egg giveaway. The code is 27585468. And again, that is 27585468. Please get your shinies. Tell them where you got it from. Post it somewhere. Say thank you, Crazy 8. Thank you, BPL. Thank you, Spice Carbon Podcast. And we'll definitely, again, this has all been hosted by them. And we will be playing the track. So if you do not hear the track, please go on Spotify right now and look him up. Again, this is some fire.
And
This
Apple
is some
Music.
fire.
for sure, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Like that, the song pretty much like it changed my life and the trajectory of where my career was going. Because I mean, I've been doing quote unquote nerdcore hip hop for maybe only like eight or 9 months or whatever. And that's because I've been existing in an urban hip hop realm back here at home in Ohio, and it's easy to stand out when you're rapping about comic books and everybody else rapping about shooting niggas on the block. Like you know what I'm
True.
saying? Like that's
True.
cool, but standing out also didn't make me fit in to the point where I'm in the minority and not the majority of what they want to listen to or whatever. So I had to really like focus my aim. So when Ultra Instinct took off the way it is, because it's not my first Dragon Ball song I ever made, but it's the first one that really took off. And I was like, all right, let me just focus on this. Let me focus on this audience and give people, you know what I'm saying, what they would love to hear about the shit that they love to watch. And that's
Right.
kind of where we ended up.
Because you did another one before that called It's Over 9,000, right?
Right. Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna be
was
honest,
my very first joint.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I just think it's dope that, like, some, I mean, I don't know a lot of artists on a personal level or anything, but you hear about some artists where it's like they have one song that gets them like a little bit more popping, gets them like into more people's ears. And then when people bring that song up, they kind of get annoyed. They're like, "Man, I got more than that." But it's like, I think it's dope that it's like you appreciate what the song did,
Right.
and you still, it's like, hey yo, it's like I made that work into my latest project. Not, hey, stop talking about this one, I got other stuff. It's like, nah, I made it work into it, and it's like now it's like I really want to go through and just listen to it, because for some reason I always keep my thing on shuffle. So when I listened to the album, I had it on shuffle, so I didn't hear it in order. Because you know,
Right.
a lot of artists, they just be putting out music, you ain't gotta listen to it in no type of order.
Mm-hmm.
But now
Yeah,
it's
this
like I'm excited.
specifically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, his shit. Yeah, 'cause I know when I first like I know like we did IG live together on your the night of your album release. You know what I'm saying? I made sure I downloaded it immediately after I was on
Man.
Instagram, just to be like, let me make sure I go through this shit in order. Like you really did, like, you know what I'm saying, do like some really good transitions. And like I know a lot of people listen to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the old school classic albums have that transition from one track to the next track to the next track, instead of just being like, all right, next song type stuff. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You definitely did an amazing transition. I know myself, man, like even though track 7 is my workout joint, like in the morning, especially for me, still being in the military and everything, like as I'm going to work, like track 8, take my hand, like bruh, like
Take my hand. Supposed to. It's supposed to be that perfect send off.
it
After you
is.
get done listening to it, so it's like I had in mind like Kanye's "Order the Lights." That was my reference point when I put the song together.
Yeah.
I wanted to know like what my version of that was, because I felt like that was so great how he brought so many people together to bring back this message to a certain degree. And although
Mm-hmm.
like some of the shit that Ye was saying in the song was kind of some bullshit, like mixed in with some some other stuff. I wanted this one specifically to have nothing but substance. You know what I'm saying? So the
Yeah.
goal was to just embody the idea of having one for all and passing it to whoever listened to the song. Like that
Yes.
was the whole goal. So by the time you leave it or whatever, you should, if you don't feel empowered by the time you finish listening to Take My Hand, then I didn't do my job. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that was
Yeah.
the whole purpose, was to like shit. Even though I guess even the whole album as a whole, like if you made it through the 8 songs, the 30 minutes of the album, if by the time you didn't lead that and you didn't feel nothing, then I failed. I need to just quit tomorrow. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that was
Mm-hmm.
the whole the whole point was to make you feel something. Like you know what I'm saying? Anything.
Yeah.
Rather you needed, you know what I'm saying, to pick me up, or you wanted to reflect on some shit, or you wanted to feel good about some shit, or you just wanted
Mm-hmm.
to ride, if you wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanted you to feel the entire album, man. Take My Hand is like that perfect send off to like, all
It
right,
really is.
you know what I'm saying? Like that was the goal, man. That was the mission.
Well, to
Man, and I know I'm the main one talking back and forth about this, but like I know, especially with cosplay Angel, I feel like that was a good representation of how us as black men, well, I know minus JP and Justin because they in whole committed relationships, but I mean that's how us as black men feel when we go and talk to a shawty, you know what I'm saying, at an anime convention. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You see
Right.
that one little special little pretty little shawty that like that's dressed up and looking real nice. You're like, yo, what's happening with you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, that was and then too, I wanted to kind of like make it a relatable situation to, because in the story it's coming off of Big Man on Campus, which is like, now
Yeah,
that now that you done found your confidence, one of the first things you try to do is talk to the chick you've been wanting to talk to forever. Like you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
You ain't scared of rejection no more. It's like, man, I gotta shoot my shot now. You know what I'm saying? Like
mm-hmm.
now or
Hmm.
never. You know what I'm saying? So cosplay Angel, man, and it was just, I don't know, it was I want to say perfect timing, man, because of, like I said, the demographic and the community or whatever. It's like you also want to like put that into existence. Like I'm speaking that into existence now. Like I'm probably gonna find my wife at the damn comic convention. You know what I'm saying? So like let's, you
I
know what I'm
feel
saying?
you.
Like let me put that affirmation into the world through this album like one time. So it's like when I go to the conventions finally, or I get a chance to perform, I could pull a little shorty on stage or whatever, do you know what I'm saying, do what I do, and can be like,
Ooh,
and
shit.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, and just be like, they already open to it because they're like, oh, he fuck with you know, he fuck with cosplayers, he this, that, or whatever. It's like now you can approach me. You know what I'm saying? It's like you wanna just holler one time, man, and that's really it, man. And having one of my good friends do the female vocal part, and we was going back and forth in the studio, and it was good chemistry. Like I can't wait till y'all see how those like these behind the scenes episodes unfold, so y'all get to see how we was in the studio and shit like that. It's just gonna be dope.
Oh yeah,
That's
they
looking
definitely
forward
did
to
their
it.
thing. They definitely did their thing on that.
Well, to like I
Thank
said,
you.
to make sure that people are able to listen and to highlight this, we are going to play this real quick. I am going to also put on screen the actual live casting of the giveaway. If you are trying to get a Pokemon, this is the perfect time to do it. Again, the code is 27585468. And take a listen. Here we go. 1 second.
Yeah, he's back. This that Super Saiyan nerd guy flow, nigga. Look, yes, on this instrumental I will show you who's the best in this tournament of power. 911 force rumbling the cowards. If I had to put it plain, it is crumbling the towers. Wowzers, feel like I've been holding back for hours, but you couldn't keep me cooped if you was kicking it with Bowser. I'm raising the intensity, potentially 1,000, and when I'm about to kick it, have you shitting in your trousers. Face it, lyrics when I pen them to the pages, embedded so deep, Imazeno can erase it. Dream by any means, if you occupy the space, picture Martin King and Malcolm in the middle of a spaceship. Wait, just in the Grand Priest told Weez like sheesh. I ain't know this little mortal was a beast. Niggas barely live a scratch, put a dent, made a crease. When it comes to combat, niggas really can't compete. Cause my punches is liquor, ain't chasing no bitches. I'm drunken with power, they looking suspicious. I swear this Corona's my trinket destruction. I'm telling you, choppers, this beer is delicious. Get it?
But I tell you right now, man, like every time this particular track comes on, I'm in the gym. I don't know, like it's probably my gym workout playlist.
Sweet and it's pissing me off. Adding fuel to the fire and you giving me more. Wanna judge me, he without sin gets to cast the first stone. Infinity War, power to the people while glove in your hand. We're a warrior race, nigga. I am just saying, retreat and surrender, dog. Now is your chance, cause this is a warm up and I am done playing.
Like, one I can think of off the top of my head is Daddy Fat Snaps and stuff like that. Do you see yourself doing like more collaborations with other artists within this community in the future?
I will say this. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but I'm fucking
Let me slow it down. Picture on the mound, make you play catch with these words that I throw around. I strike fear when I roar, and you know the sound. Everybody in this world of boy know what's going down. Talk style, but it really ain't a thing to me.
one of my
Swag in the kind of
homeboys,
supreme
Game
lady.
Boy
Hoping the
Jones,
universe still got a ring to me. Full power,
I
I go painfully. Run over
Yeah,
brain and the
so
test
Game
and the
Boy
testicles.
Jones
I need
got,
that more so than I need a Connie. That some of the time intellectual textuals better than some of these popular oculars. Next page editorial, I'm a story. I'ma write it like a nigga fighting for the glory. I'm a water badge owner. You don't want to pass over. Flow evolved with the water stone. I'm a Vaporeon. Seconds remaining, the ending is nearing. I'm taking us home. I'm controlling the steering. Fears give me faith and I'm hearing. I'm cheering. Nigga, no way am I fearing. No jeering. Now here is a closing piece. Ain't nobody alive spitting close to me. Last man standing have a toast to me. This is how the ending the super was supposed to be, nigga.
実に興味深い存在だ。
Artists going on, like you said before, Game Boy Jones, Daddy Fat Snaps, also, so, Rustage.
Yeah, Rustage.
Just name a customers, man.
Rustage, None Like Joshua, a bunch of people. Yeah.
Like it's a long list of y'all, man. Y'all doing like tremendous, great work as far as like music goes within the anime community, man. Like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Dang it.
Yeah.
You good, JB? You good? I think his headphones went out on him.
Well, that was the track. Again, you will be hearing it soon. That was Crazy at the Great Ultra Instinct Goku Anthem please listen to it on any of the sound platforms you are listening to music on. Again, shout out. This was a fire track. Like,
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Like,
I forgot that I was even on camera. I'm sitting here bobbing. I'm like, wait, no, I got it. I'm actually like doing it.
No, Justin, don't even worry about it, because like I know, I think the night of his album release, I was playing it nonstop on Instagram, and just partying out and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know he hopped on with me just to say what's up during his album release and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Partying out.
Hey,
yeah, man. I
you,
appreciate y'all, man. Like, for sure, man. Like, it's weird. Like, I don't even want to say weird, but it's tough being a rapper that's not like I said, what they trying to push in the, like, mainstream or like that. So to come across people that have platforms that understand the language and shit that I talk about, like, that shit is a feeling that, like, um I couldn't describe for real, man. It's just like I'm just happy to be a part of a community finally that gets it, because like I had to overly explain myself on stage when I'm performing, or I had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to worry about being heckled or being whatever, because, you know, so like I said, everybody in the crowd tough. Everybody, you know, everybody a thug, everybody a gangster and shit, and I'm on stage in a cape and shit flowing, and you know what I'm saying. So like being able to just talk to y'all, you know what I'm saying, and to hear an appreciation for what I do, that's a breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying. So thank y'all for real.
Most definitely, man. Yo, when you perform at a con, bro, you let us know.
Yes.
You turn the fuck up.
And I will be putting
that
down with.
I know, especially if we do a con, all three of us, and you there too. Shit, you already know. You just need to pull up a seat, brother.
Yeah, right. Make it happen. We're gonna make it happen.
Most definitely.
And I'm definitely gonna have to link you up with a few of the heavy or bigger platforms. EJBON, I know I gotta shout them out. Nerds with Melanin, that's another huge one of just strong back folk that decide to get together and make groups. And man, I'm definitely gonna send you out some links. One of them being BPL 2. That's another big one that we are definitely in the center.
Shout out to my homie Skip.
Hey,
my homie Skip from Blurred Over.
Hey, shout out to Skip, man. Shout out to Skip.
Oh yeah. I gotta get him his photo of Blurred Over. He's passing out them t-shirts. Gotta get them photos.
Yeah, we waiting on JP to get his shirt before we do our podcast photo.
It's because I moved and I forgot to update my address.
Yeah. But don't worry, for those who are watching, our little our Blurred Over support picture is on the way. We just waiting on JP at this point.
Yeah. Blame it on me. It's okay.
It's alright.
All right, but for this section, we are going to just open it up to the people who are listening. If you have any questions, if you have anything that y'all want to shout out, please post it up, and we'll definitely either respond, comment, or whatever.
Ooh, excuse me.
Okay. Oh, here we got one. So what was the main focus of the album when you were trying to put it together?
Basically, to answer the question of what would my life look and sound like if it were an anime. I wanted to pretty much pitch you the idea of a new anime based on my life, basically, like that.
No, that's fire.
Yeah, so it's like, and I'm working on a few things too, so we're trying to bring that to fruition. But yeah, so like the end goal, the end game, even beyond the music, like this should be the soundtrack to an anime at some point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if things work out in my favor and I get the right people involved, like I'm trying to, like you might get the actual animated anime coming. You know what I'm saying? And lot sooner than later.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen God of High School and thoughts about God of High School?
It is
God of High School is
fire.
fire.
Man,
God of High School is fire.
It's fire.
I was
I
gonna
like
have
it.
to
I
leave
like
if y'all
God of High
said
School.
anything different.
So before we get into it, I know there's been a lot of articles that's brought up from the creator of God of High School stating, and he stated that the God of High School is a bit of a, I wouldn't say like a similarity kind of love letter esque to Dragon Ball Z, because if you take uh Jin Mori and Goku, they're kind of the
He
same
look
character.
like they're the same character for real.
Yeah, he's making a montage to Dragon Ball, not just Dragon Ball Z, but just Dragon Ball in general, and like it's going really fast paced. Like I know us at the Spice Woman podcast, we've been hyping up God of High School for a real long time, and ever since that first episode, they've been hitting the ground running, definitely
Right.
serving the bunch of good hands. And the last episode they put out was just like holy shit, like they're on a whole
Yeah.
roller coaster that's just going up.
Yeah. Shout out to that though. Like,
Yeah,
God of High
Shout
School
out
is
to
raw.
God of High School.
yeah. I haven't watched the most recent episode.
fuck with
I'm
that.
actually surprised I'm not caught up yet.
Bruh.
I've been letting it build.
Bruh. Oh,
That's what I do.
you waiting
Yeah, I
on
watched
it,
the
JP?
I watched the first episode. I'm just letting it build. I'm like, this anime is hype. I hate when I get caught up to a new anime super quick and I'm on I gotta wait. I hate waiting. I want it all at once. So it's like
Mhm.
I'm waiting till I get a whole bunch.
That's what
And
we
then I'm just
on.
gonna
We
watch
on
it through.
episode 5 now?
Yeah, I think so because I'm on episode 3.
Okay, yeah. I think we're on episode 5 now.
That's what
I'm
I do with
caught
Black
up.
Clover.
I know that.
I started watching Black Clover when it first came out. I was like, man, I'm tired of waiting. Didn't watch Black Clover for like a year.
That's kind of what I do with One Piece.
Yeah, you do gotta wait for One Piece real quick though, like, because you hate when that episode is over and ain't another one. Like, yeah, nah.
I give them at least 10 to 15 episodes before I watch one. And I'm like, all right, because I know the moment I watch one, I'm going to watch 5. So I'm like, nah, I'm going to give you 10 to 15 first. Then I'm going to jump on. Because, no, y'all not setting me up for failure.
I mean, that's one that I just got hooked on is actually fucking Food Wars.
Yes.
Man, Food Wars is crazy.
I did not know Food Wars was about to be fire like that. Like, I was like, just like the shonen food anime ever. Like,
Yes.
Crazy, man.
Yes.
Fan service and
I
all.
had no idea it was gonna be fire.
And you know the crazy.
It's definitely fan service for sure.
It definitely is. But you know the crazy thing is though, like you can put a lot of I know like a lot of my female friends who I put on for anime. One of like the first animes they start watching is Food Wars. Cause you know a couple females they love food, so they just watch an anime about food. They be like, that's. And some of them, like, I promise you, at least 2 to 3 of my female friends say how they react to food on Food Wars is how I feel when I get good food. I'm like, word?
Man, yeah.
Like,
I had
damn,
no
this.
idea I was gonna enjoy that like that, man. Like,
Most
but
definitely.
I for sure did.
Yeah, I think, well, and actually,
That definitely was like, that definitely is like a whole different element of.
We can get into the last segment that we always do, which is the, well, we kind of already did it, but which is the most updated animes that you're watching or mangas you're reading. And I know for me, I've watched, and man, I watched this movie. I've been watching movies lately, anime movies, and oh man, Your Time in Silence. The Moment in Silence, I think it's called. I forgot what exactly. It's on Netflix, and it's about a deaf girl. And when I'm telling, man, it's one of them tear.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Like, oh man, it's this deaf girl who goes through some stuff with bullying inside her school, and it just
And it's like a dude who like learns sign language to talk to her.
yes, because he
Yes, I
tries
know
to,
what you're talking about. That's emotional as fuck.
yeah, he tries to he's a bully, and he does some bullying, and he ends up reaping the benefits of bullying, and his whole goal is restorative justice. I know I am going like tier 3 on the writing of it, but man, when you're talking about like one of those,
Mhm.
the whole community is affected by what one person can do. Yeah, nah. It's definitely an example.
Damn.
I'm about to check it out.
Yeah.
Is there any
Yeah,
other
I'm about to check it
animes or
out
something that
for
y'all
sure.
are watching right now?
KP.
I watched another. My bad.
No,
You
go
I
good?
ahead.
You
watched
the guest.
another. I watched another anime on Netflix. It was like Killer Bee or something like that.
Mm.
Uh,
It's a psychological thriller on the level of Psychopaths.
Oh, okay.
ooh.
And basically, yeah, like it's either I want to say it's called Killer Bee, but like when you look it up, um, the symbol like it don't really got like letters and shit for the title. It's like some tally like some scratch tally marks and then like the number like the letter B is like next to it or whatever. But I
Mm.
just stumbled upon it because it looked interesting or whatever. But basically, you got this detective who's solving these murders that's happening from
Oh,
some killer, and he always
B for
leaves like
beginning or something like that.
yeah, there we
Yeah,
go, there we
exactly. I
Oh,
know what
go.
you're talking about.
yeah. Okay, I know what you're
That
talking about.
shit
Okay.
was fire, man. Like I really like I enjoyed that shit, man. And
Well,
then
I'm
like I
about to
said,
tell the
I
wife
got
we
a
got a
hold
new
of
one.
Food Wars.
Yeah, that one was pretty
Yeah,
good.
I of course, like I said, I just got into Food Wars. I watched this shit called Tower of God.
Yes.
Yes, Tower of
Yes.
God, baby.
He ain't
Yes.
about it. The way he said it, I could tell he wasn't about it.
And the reason why, man, is
The
like too many
betrayal?
people overhyped it before I watched it. Yeah, it's
Oh, okay.
like so
Okay.
many people hyped it like before I watched it, and then I watched it and was like, really?
And they could be like
This
me,
this it?
who was just happy to see it
Damn.
on video, because I read it and I was like,
Yeah.
yo, it was definitely, the read is amazing.
A lot of people, yeah. Okay, so people have told me that. So before I just like give it a verdict, I'm gonna go read it because the first season of the anime or the webtoon joint, it wasn't it for me, dog. Like I was waiting on like something amazing to like really just happen, and it just was a whole bunch of foreshadowing, which means that
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the read probably has to be way later. It didn't translate well in this first season, or actually, I wouldn't even want to say translate. It probably just wasn't paced well.
Yeah, and that's
It was
Compared to
definitely fast paced.
and that's kind of the argument with anime versus manga, because there's a lot of, trying to play the correct timelines, and they did do it in Tower of God, but it didn't give it justice. That's the best way to say it without, giving in the
Okay.
details.
right.
But I know.
Yeah, so I checked it out because 30 people told me to watch it, but it didn't give me why these people were so excited after I watched it. It was like, okay,
Well, that's kind of
that
how
happened.
I felt with Promise Neverland, and how I was trying to yell at people to watch Promise Neverland and nobody wanted to watch it. I'm like, yo, like y'all don't understand what y'all missing right
That show
now.
dope.
But Promise Neverland was fire though. Like,
Yeah, that
Yo,
show
that was a whole.
dope.
That was a whole
after
nother
the
level.
after the first episode, it was like, oh shit, like okay.
Like
I was at work
my-
watching that joint. I watched the first episode. I was like, yep, I'm done. I'm watching the rest of it.
Like, it's crazy how like the first episode of Promised Neverland, it just made me want to hug a child, just like you were precious. I want you to know that.
Hey,
Right.
do you like psychological thrillers and like different types of anime?
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's on Amazon Prime, but it's called Kotaku or something like that. A Moment in
Okay.
Time, and I talked about it one time on here. It's like 13 episodes or something like that.
Okay.
And pretty much it's just like this family has this power to stop time, and there's like this religious cult that is after the same rock or the same thing that allows them to stop time, and it becomes like this little thriller of who can get it, who can stop time and get their whatever their goal is, and it's actually pretty dope. It's an interesting concept.
Dope. Okay.
Yeah, you should check that out.
All right, that's on my list. There we go.
Yo, I mean, I got another one, and I know.
Yeah, no problem.
I know it's a manga, and it's a manga that is already very well established. I got my boy JP to watch it.
Oh
and read
God,
it.
he's about to do it.
Oh my god.
So I gotta give the gold eggshells.
I thought we was gonna go one episode without it.
So the manga is called Kingdom. Kingdom.
God damn it.
Oh man, and where they're at right now,
it is good, but it's long.
It's.
I thought we was gonna go one episode without talking about it.
If you ever wanted to understand how like feudal China was and how the dynasties was established, and like the battles that happened and all the folklore with all of that, Kingdom reading, and I'm gonna say again, Kingdom reading is the mantra spirit animal for all of it. Like it has everything from beginning to end, and actually the main character is based on a true story. So it is, man, when I'm talking about, like, if you like Tower of God, God of High School, you're gonna like this. Think just feudal Japan giving hands, and unlike God of High School, there is no repair button. There is nothing to fix said characters. If they lose an arm, they lose an arm. If they die, they die.
That is one thing I gotta say about God of High School is the repairing situation. It's like I need niggas to be fucked up and like gradually recover, not next. You know what I'm saying? Give me like 2 hours and a nap and I'm back. Like
no, he literally they was playing around and he got his neck broke and he was like, I gotta repair this. I'm like, oh come on, son.
Yeah, he was like, why would you break my neck? I just got it fixed. I was like, what? Hold on, fam. Like, is that what we doing, man? Yeah, okay. Kingdom. I'm gonna check it out.
And the obvious.
Well, if we still doing recommendations, no, it's my turn.
Yeah, Justin, you gonna be recommending.
Because I got a whole list. They know off the top. I got like 10.
No. It's not about you, Justin. It's not about you. You are not Beyonce. Sit down.
Yeah, see.
And we still gonna do any recommendations, especially for like a good little mystery. I know a good murder mystery one that I've always mentioned here on the Spice Ramen podcast is Danganronpa, which was a adaptation of a murder mystery video game.
Okay.
Really recommend. Pretty much the atmosphere is that you have 15 students that are stuck in this high school. Each one of them are a specialist of a certain field, so they're called a super high school something, which is like a super high school baseball player, super high school pop idol singer, and so on and so forth. And the principal of this institution gives those students two options. One, they live the rest of their lives locked up inside the school. Food and all services will be provided to them. They just have to live inside the institution for the rest of their lives. Or two, they graduate, which means that they have to try to kill one of the other students and get away with it.
Oh.
I got one.
Yeah, I fuck with that. Yeah.
Now, the twist of graduation is this: you have to kill one of the other students and get away with it. And when that happens, a class trial starts. Excuse me. Now, with that class trial, the students have to figure out who killed who, and if the students can figure out who killed the other student, the killer, who is found guilty, dies. If the student who is guilty gets away with it, ends up killing off the rest of the class, Therefore, they graduate by killing off the entire class.
Dang,
Dang.
that's raw.
Where's
Some
that
real
at?
savage
I fuck
shit.
with that.
I
fuck
know
with
you can watch it both English sub and dubbed on Hulu, but it's also available on different other different streaming platforms as well.
Okay.
But it's definitely a savage
I got
show.
all the streaming. I got all the streaming platforms. I got the Infinity Stones of fucking streaming platforms. So
He in there. He got the plug.
so I'm in there. That's dope. I like murder mystery shit and whodunit shits. Rather it's anime or just regular or whatever. Like one of my favorite anime from back in the day was Case Closed.
Ooh, a classic.
And like I could watch Case Closed every day, all day for the rest of my life, just because I love and I know who killed who, and I still be like, oh, who did it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I done seen every season, every episode, but it's like I don't know, it's something about who done it, murder mysteries that I love. So yeah, I'll fuck with that show. That show heavy.
Yeah, the only thing that killed me with Cold Case was the Inuyasha effect. It was like, dude, if you don't grow up and just marry this girl. It's been 30 years and your ass still ain't get puberty.
My thing is like, woman, do you not know who this little boy is? Have you not figured that shit out?
Like you ain't stumbled upon one of his baby pictures from way back. You ain't just know that was him. Like, come on, man. Come on, fam.
Like how Lil Boots say, "Come on, man."
Right.
Come on, man.
It felt like the superhero that's talking to his wife in a costume. It's like, yo, you don't know who this is? You don't know who this is? He put a mask on and all of a sudden you just don't know.
Right. And then it's like, nobody can realize that old girl father is just a fraud and a nigga that's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he get knocked out every time, and you got a little nigga talking behind him like a ventriloquist dummy, and don't nobody know. Don't nobody know. Then the nigga just wake up like, yeah, I solved it. Like, shut up.
Taking all the credit. Like, what the fuck?
That shit irritate my soul, man. But that's still one of my favorite anime of all time, though.
Yeah, fraudulent as hell is right. Fraudulent as hell. Yes.
It is, man. It's super fraud, man.
To me, that's I'm again. I ain't gonna bash Dragon Ball. I'm gonna get off it.
How did we get to that?
Because that's just like the power ups.
He always
Super
trying
Saiyan.
to start shit.
Super Saiyan. You get the tingling of the back of my neck. All of a sudden, I'm over 9,000. Like,
Stop it. Sit your ass down. Stop the slandering.
Like, wait.
You're being crazy.
Super Saiyan. Oh.
Man, that's what I'm saying, man. Akira Toriyama, man, like he be undoing all his shit, man. Like that tingly back shit, and then he talking about like fucking S sales or some shit like that. Like, he introduced a whole. It's like, stop fucking with some shit that ain't broke, man. Just stop. Stop right now, man. Because
exactly
I will never forgive him for that tingly back shit.
Believe it.
Never.
Really, nigga? Really? God damn it, Justin! I swear.
That believe it shit was crazy too, though.
It was though.
You know.
But this has been the episode of the Spicy Room Podcast. Again, thank you, Crazy 8, for hanging out with us. We will do.
No problem, man.
If you would like, please give out all your handles, huh?
I said we just gotta do some collabs with them, like an honorary member, because this is chill.
Oh yeah.
Live work.
Listen, we definitely gotta get you on another episode, ladies and gentlemen. We start season 2 in October. Understand that he's gonna be in some part of season 2 next year.
Let's make that happen, man.
But please go ahead and give the album title, give all your hooks, all that good stuff, so everyone can get they plug in.
Once again, man, Crazy 8 the Great, man, Cleveland, Ohio. Crazy at the Great on all social media platforms. Crazy at the Great on all major streaming platforms for the music. The album is called Animated. That's ANIM8ED. Check that out. It's my life's work, man. 2 years of hard work, man. It took me 2 years to put this album out, and just show us some love, man. And if you really fucking with it, man, send me a DM, repost it, reshare it. Talk to me. I talk back. Leave a comment. Follow all that good stuff, man. I got so much more content coming out, so check me out.
I got you. I'm about to be adding that to my fight playlist, like for fight night and all that.
Bro,
It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
they gonna hear it.
bro, like
Oh
track
yeah.
7 is like it's a walk-in intro song. Like that could be your walk-in for your next match, bro.
That'd be
Like-
fire.
Like best believe, I'm gonna share it tonight or tomorrow. I'm gonna be listening to it on my drive too. So I'm gonna let everybody at my gym know about it because there's a lot of anime heads there. So
Thank you.
best believe.
Most definitely. Once again, guys, we appreciate everyone who's been listening up. Big shout out once again to Crazy 8 the Great. I know on Instagram we've been hyping him up ever since he started the whole promotion for his album, all the way to the dropping of his album on album drop night and everything. We once again greatly appreciate him coming out. We've been working really hard to get him on tonight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of coordination and stuff. So we really thank him for his patience and all that good stuff, and his cooperation for the night, to making this happen. We definitely will have him back on the show for season 2 in October. We definitely will have him back season 2. We've been telling you guys, we got a lot of stuff hyped up. I know JP and Justin have one particular thing in particular that they're ready to release, but I told them no. When October comes around, there's going to be some big changes to the podcast, so be ready. Be ready. October is right around the corner, guys.
Freestyle episode.
Yes.
We need a freestyle
Yes.
Hey, listen.
Yes.
Hey, he gonna
we
kill
might-
us, but we gonna have fun with it. Maybe
Yes.
we might need to write a little bit before, like have topics.
I got a
We're gonna
month
have
to
to do a
get my
whole freestyle
cosplay ready for
episode.
it. But again, thank y'all for listening. Please like, comment, subscribe all the time. I say this, but we appreciate y'all. Again, this is the reason why we do it. It is not just to hear our voices, but it's for y'all who are listening and commenting and always being a part of the Spice Rumor podcast. Again, thank y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And as always, keep it spicy.
Keep it spicy, baby.